Hey everybody, welcome back. Trailer reaction time, and today I've got a trailer I'm very excited for, and a trailer I'm a little bit late to because it came out right after my trailer stopped. But today we're here to look at trailer number 1 for 28 Years Later. I don't know how the sequels to 28 Hours have always been weird, but I liked 28 Days Later and 28 Months Later quite a bit. I just don't understand where Sandra Bullock's character ever went. Maybe we'll find out 28 years later. That's not my joke. I can't take credit for that. I like it, though. If you want to see this trailer without my stolen comedic valor in the way, there's a link in the description below, or something's popping up right about now. You can click on that, check it out, come on back, watch me watch this, and we're going to geek out over it together because I love this franchise. Yes, 28 Days Later, really enjoyed that. At the time, it was pretty cool. They shot it on a Canon XL, which is like a mini DV camera. It wasn't HD or anything. I'm sure they had attachments and all that stuff to make it nicer because it was one of the first digital video cameras you could get an adapter and put cinema lenses on. And this is like a long time ago. Unfortunately, the movie can never look that good. But it is coming to streaming if you're looking for it. It's been out of print and off streaming everywhere for a long time. Luckily, I've got many physical copies. 28 Months Later, I loved even more. The music in 28 Months Later is fantastic. Shot on traditional film. The opening of that is heartbreaking and intense, and I love where that movie went. This I'm excited for because it is going to return us 28 years later, and I believe it's 28 years since the first one, and we're getting Cillian Murphy back, which is going to be fantastic. And I do like that they, to honor the spirit of the first film, they filmed it on an iPhone 15 Pro Max, which, you know, basically, they filmed it on this. Now, of course, like anything, they've rigged it out with a bunch of lenses and filters and follow focus and all that kind of stuff, but it's nothing. They didn't add anything to the iPhone they wouldn't have added to any other camera package. So it is still impressive that it's filmed on an iPhone because it's using the sensor and the visual quality of this, and it's still going to look very good and will move forward. Because I have seen the potential of, even though it's a 1-inch sensor, it's got some pretty good stops of latitude and the dynamic range when you're shooting in RAW, and you start attaching good cinema lenses on there. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I know there's controversy about that. People are like, they're just confusing people, but yeah, no, that's why I always keep an iPhone and a Galaxy. I think the Samsungs have the better photo cameras, but iPhone just rocks when it comes to video cameras, and I work in a Mac environment, so it's real nice using the AirPlay to move stuff around. Personal taste, personal thoughts. Sorry, we're here to talk about awesome zombie greatness. That said and done, I've probably geeked out way too much about it. Have I said the thing, though? Yeah, link in the description below. Go watch it without me, then come back. Oh yeah, comedic. I remember now. Let's fix the glasses for glare. Let's watch. Not the same music.
Auntie, what's going on? Jimmy, sit still, keep quiet, and do not move from this spot.
7, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boop, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boop, 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 moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war. If your eyes drop, they will get the top of you. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
Oh, I know where my butt's going to be June 19th. It's going to be in a theater watching the hell out of that movie. Sadly, not with Mary. It's going to be way too much for her. Those movies are not her jam, for sure. But they are mine. And yes, the joke is that one zombie, Cillian Murphy, he came out online and said it is not. Unless they're flat out lying, because that would be pretty freaking funny. But is that Aaron Taylor Johnson? I did not catch who the actual lead actor is, but it looks great. I might have also said 28 months later when I meant 28 weeks. Anyways. But I'm excited to check this out for sure. I like the idea that after almost 3 decades, like how do different clusters of humans evolve? Because obviously it's walled off communities. We have not defeated or outlived the rage virus. So I think that's going to be really, really fascinating. I'm especially intrigued by the giant, like almost Christmas tree shrine of human skulls. Like, what? I also like the one community they have. It's kind of surrounded by water. You got this walking path that probably only works certain times a day because of the tide, I'm guessing. Just really clever things like that. Like, and again, it's one of the nice things about this is not technically a zombie movie, but it's one of the nice things about a zombie movie style thing is it's the what if of it. The what would you do in that situation, which I think obviously it started before Dawn of the Dead, but I think Dawn of the Dead made it for a lot of people because it's like, oh yeah, go live in a mall. That's smart. And then I remember a lot of conversations evolving from that of what would you do? How would you set up an encampment? How would you, and Walking Dead took that a lot further, and now we're going to get like way out there. I think this is the first time we've ever seen one of these films. I could be completely talking out of turn. There's so many zombie movies. I'm sure somebody else has done something like this. But in terms of very high budget, very well-known zombie films, this is probably one of the first ones to show us something that deep into an apocalypse. So very excited for it. Very excited that Danny Boyle is still a great filmmaker. And I mean, again, the iPhone, it's quality. It looks quality. At least on like a nice, I got a 55-inch TV in here. So, it just goes to show how far technology has come. So, man, I can't believe I've worked with a Canon XL1 on a shoot once when I was working with John Russo, speaking of zombie films and Night of the Living Dead. And that was fun, but wow, how far cameras have come. Because that thing was a monster. It was a bit of a beast. All right, well, anyways, how do you feel about it? Are you excited? What was your favorite of the first 2 movies? What are some of your theories here? Did you ever film with a Canon XL and dream of getting the cinema lens attachment? I think even the adapter was like 10 grand back in the day before you started getting to, they didn't make cheap cinema lenses back then. Like you can get reasonable cinema lenses for $500 to $1,000 now. And I will tell you, if you don't know filmmaking, glass is still one of those places where you get what you pay for, glass in the actual lenses. So that's why major movies use lenses that cost $25,000 to $30,000 or more per lens, because like it's an expert crafting thing, expert materials, and it makes a tremendous difference. Like the lenses on an iPhone 15 are not going to get you that result without, luckily the adapters nowadays, you can get like a cinema lens adapter for an iPhone for like $100, So I mean, but then you got to get the good cinema lenses or the reasonable cinema lenses. Anyways, I've been playing with a lot of that stuff, obviously. Okay, geek out with me in the comments. Can't wait to hear what you have to say. Other than that, and click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. And we like to say that together. It's a little mantra. It's not for everybody, but I know it helps a lot of people because I hear it all the time. They like to do it with me when they meet me, which I think is really cute and really charming. So feel free. And you can always say hi to me if you see me out and about, like in Disney or whatever. Don't worry if I'm filming. I'm always filming. Always feel free to say hi. Anyways, because I love meeting y'all. It's generally I have not yet had a bad interaction with that. So we say it together, right? We will get through this. We will get through this together. There we go. All right, I feel great. I hope you do too. You can also go check out my music anywhere you listen to music. Look up TheEricButts, try a couple of songs, get ready for some new stuff next year. Hopefully some short films or at least music videos. Definitely a lot of video game Let's Plays and a bunch of cooking stuff. And of course, we're doing new things on the YouTube membership side and the Patreon side, so you're going to want to look into those. And, it's like $1.99 on my YouTube membership. You're going to get extra videos, early stuff, private Discord room on our server, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to add some other things to it as well. But check all that out. You can either follow that here or go to TheEricButts.com for all your Funky Butts fun. And, of course, there's more with the links in the description below. So click that See More button to see more butts. On that note, I'm going to get on out of here because I'm way later than I'm supposed to. And Mary and I still got to play Thursday's video game, which I think is also moving to the pay side. I'm considering it. Anyways, throw it on Thursdays, that is. So, anyways, I'm going to do all that, get out of here, watch some more stuff, and I'll see you all later.